So I don't know if you're familiar with this, but there was a famous piece of social psychology research conducted by Lawrence E. Williams and John Barrow in 2008 titled Experiencing Physical Warmth Promotes Interpersonal Warmth. Basically, the synopsis of the study was that the researchers wanted to test the concept of embodied cognition, the idea that our physical sensations like temperature can unconsciously influence our psychological judgments. So basically, the setup was a research assistant would meet participants in the lobby of the building and then ride the elevator up with them to the lab. Basically, what they did was during the ride, the assistant would casually ask the participant to hold their cup of coffee for a moment so they could write some information down on a clipboard. So, what it was half of the participants were handed hot coffee and the other half were handed iced coffee. And then basically later, once they were in the lab, participants were given a short description of a hypothetical person named Person A, and then they described him as intelligent, skillful, industrious, and practical. Okay? Then they were asked to rate a Person A's personality traits on a survey. The results showed a significant correlation between the temperature of the coffee and the interpretation of the story. Hot coffee group generally said the participants who held the warm coffee rated Person A as significantly warmer, using those words or words like generous, sociable, and good-natured. And then the iced coffee group, anyone who was holding an iced coffee rated the exact same person with the exact same experience as colder, using words like irritable, unsociable, selfish. The key finding was that the physical sensation of warmth activated a mental warmth schema, leading to the brain to interpret a stranger's personality through a more positive communal lens without the participant even knowing it. Think about that for a second. How many times in the day is that going to show up? Whether you're handed a hot cup of coffee, the way your partner hugs you, the thing your kid says to you before you leave for work. Like, there are so many tiny moments. Like, maybe your breakfast was a little cold, and then throughout the day, for some reason, you're like, I don't know why I'm having such a bad day, but it could have all been because you're interpreting your day through the lens of your breakfast being cold. So this means, like, think about this logically, that we have the ability to train our brains to interpret reality however we want to. That's what the practices are for.